This is the Irontrader, and it is Turnaround Tuesday. Well, let's see if it sticks or not. Okay, so as usual, we are going to look at Bitcoin, crude oil, and natural gas. This video is for information purpose only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock commodity ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have Bitcoin, your daily chart. Let me bigger up a little bit here for you. Okay, nicely. Now, you can see here, we've had this really nice sell-off here. Okay, yesterday it came right on down, and we held that 77,530 level. That was the low. What we're looking for here is that 77.09. Today so far we had a low of 76.73, so we came just a little bit below it. But now we filled this gap right here at that 77,930, which is very good. So this gap is all taken care of, which is nicely. Okay, now, if this can hold here today, and we hold this nice 200 SMA here, that's what a lot of people were looking for, that 75 to 77 area. But all you have to do is look at a chart, and it's sitting right there. Now, if that is lost here, let me just look at the downside here first. Okay, so really you're looking at that 77.09 area. Okay, now again, if that is lost here, then what we're going to do is we're going to be looking right at the top of this candle here. Okay, 74,485. Okay, and then what we do is we just take it right on down. We're looking at the top of this candle right up here. Okay, we're going to be looking there at 72,360. Then we're going to be looking here at this candle here at 78.25, and then we can just follow the Ella candles right there. Look at a 69,635, and then we come over here at that 67,135 level. Okay, because what you always do is you always look at the top of these breakouts. Okay, so as we're rallying up here, okay, even though it came on down, that was the breakout, okay, of the situation. So you always look to the left of the chart here. Same way it was here, as it rallies on up, it came coming all down, held that 21 day, but then you broke out of that situation. So you always look at the tops of these here, because those were all these of the highs going all the way on back. Okay, so it makes life a lot easier here for your support levels. Okay, now let's look here at the upside. Okay, so as long as we're holding this, we're looking pretty good. Okay, so our high today so far was 82,050. So there's a gap here. Okay, so we're looking at this 84,200. Okay, there's your gap, and then we look at the bottom of that candle, 84,790. Okay, your gap, your fill, and then the key level is going to be that 8-day sitting at 85,906. Okay, now if we can get above that level, then we'll come here to the bottom of this candle here. You're looking at 88,155 level. Then we'll come up top of this candle. You're looking at 89,380, and then we'll come up here to that 21 day at 90,948, and we have your 100 day at 91,282. Now, obviously above that, we just follow the candles up here. Okay, you got 93,210. And then we're looking here for that 50 day there at 95,910. Now, the 8-day is crossed over here. It hasn't fallen off the map here yet, okay? But now the 21 day crossed that 50 day. That's not good. And now it's crossing that 100 day. So the price has to get up, but this is going to be a lot of big resistance. So just remember that as this rolls on up here, you're going to have a lot of good resistance here level. Okay, so always look at those key levels, that 8-day, okay? And then we're looking at that 21 day. And that 100 day, okay, sitting right there. And then if you can get above that, then we can attack that 50 day here. But again, a little relief rally probably is not out of the realm, as they say here. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so if we look at this here, now it looks like we have a little bit of a positive divergence here. Okay, see where that turned blue right there? Okay, we had a low, and now we had even a lower low, and then we have a little bit higher low here. So we have a little bit of positive divergence here going on the RSI. Let's see if it can maintain it. And as long as we hold that key level here, that 200 day, we're looking very, very good. Now, if you look here on your MACD, you get into oversold conditions here. You're going to be riding the bottom. It doesn't say you can't ride the bottom just like this here, okay? So just be a little bit patient. So this is a nice two-way trade kind of situation. Now, I do the IBIT for the long, BITI for the short. Yesterday was a really, really good, well, actually the last 3 days here have been a really good short. The reason I took the short is because, see, you went up into the 21 day, but you couldn't get above. Same way with this candle. See, this had two red flags. You couldn't get through that 100 day, and we put a lower low in, towards according to the previous day's low. Okay, so that's always, and then we have this gap down. Okay, so that tells you BITI. But then when we get down to this 200 day, that trade has to come off, because just like this, if it holds it, then this has a good shot of rallying days. This 200 day is always very, very key support level here. Now, again, if it breaks through that, then we can always put the short back on here, and we know what our levels are going to be. Okay, so today what you do is you watch that 200-day at the bottom. Okay, that's going to be very, very key. And you watch that 8-day on the top. You crack the 8-day, you got the 21, 100-day, 50-day, level to level. Okay, we crack that 200-day, then we're going to start going down to these levels here. Okay, let's take a look here now at crude oil and natural gas. Okay, here we have crude oil and we have natural gas. Okay, so this is what we got here. Okay, so we're trading this range. Okay, so 65.22 there on the bottom. Okay, that's what you're looking on the bottom, and we're looking at that 8-day on the top. Okay, so very, very simple. Let's take a look at the upside here first. Okay, so 67.36 is that's going to be key. You have to get above it. Look how many times that it went up into it, even though it went above it, you can't hold it. Okay, that's the key. Right into it and then down, right into it and then down. Okay, now if we can get above that 67.35, then we just follow these candles up here, looking at 67.60. Okay, we're looking at the top of this candle. You're looking at 68.22 level. Then we're just coming right on here at the top of this candle. You're looking at 68.56. We look at the bottom there, 69.14, and then you can run right into that 21-day at 69.69 level. Okay, now get above that. Well, it's easy. You got 70.90. There's your 100-day. 72.18. There's your 50-day. 73.41, and then we have your retest up there at 73.68. But right now there is nothing bullish about this chart. Okay, you have a high, lower high, lower high. This is downtrending. So if you put a trend line all the way on down here, you can see where it's just downtrending. There's really nothing here. So what you're doing is you're just trading that 8-day at the top, 67.36, and that 65.22 on the bottom. Now, you can see here where it bounced off very, very, very nicely. Today's low here, 65.29. Okay, very nice. Now, on the downside here, what you're looking for is look to the bottom of this candle here first, 66.12. Okay, then we're looking right there at 65.80 level, and then we'll come down to the bottom of this candle here at 65.59, and then 65.22 is your retest. Okay, now this is holding very, very nice here. So okay, so we had that 65.27 there, 65.22. So that's a good night possible double bottom. And this might be the selling here for now. We just don't know that just as of yet here, okay? But you just trade that range, okay? That's 65.22 on the bottom, and then we have that 65.36. Now, if we lose this 65.22, then your target is going to be 64.36, and then 63.64. Then you're going to go 62, 60, and then you can go all the way down to 57. But I like to show you where it could possibly go, but realistically, we have this nice sideways action. So we trade this sideways until she either breaks to the bottom or we break up through that 8-day and we go to the 21-day. Now remember, the API report will be out today at 4:30. RSI, well, we're not overbought or oversold here. Same thing with here. The green is below your red, but that can ride that bottom. You're just basically trading this range because it's really kind of like an indecision here. Realistically, seasonality is in favor of crude going in here. But then again, here with the tariffs, and that's one thing. And the next thing is if he's going to start pumping out a lot of crude oil, you're doing a huge amount of crude oil here a day. And then plus Saudi Arabia is going to add on oil. Your supply might overtake your demand. Okay, now we have natural gas. Okay, well, let me just see here what we got. Okay, so yesterday we had that big ass pencil neck over here, big sticky. Okay, came right on down, hit that 490 level. Okay, and now what we have is an indecision candle. So basically, what we're looking for is looking at the high, 4.52, and then we're looking here at that 4.55 level. Okay, so if we can get above that, then we have this 475 level. See that 475 level right there? And then we're going to go to 490. You break 490, 530 is going to be your target. Okay, very, very easy. Okay, but you have to close above 490. You can't do what old pencil did here. Okay, you can't just pop up, come down. Good for a trade, but not for like a long-term kind of a situation. Okay, downside here, we want to watch today's low. Looking at 4.42, and then right there is 4.42. See that? Now we filled this gap. That was right here yesterday, 444, 4.2. So this gap now is now filled. Okay, so your next level here, key level is going to be right here, is going to be this 8-day, 4.29. You lose that, you're going to aim right for that 21-day at 405. You lose that, you're going to come right down to that 50-day at 3.81. But right now, the price is above that 8-day, so we're going to have sideways to up action. Okay, so realistically, what we want to watch today is this 4.55 level. That's going to be very, very key. You have to get and close above that. If you can, this 475 right here is next, okay? And then right there, see that 475 is next right there, and then 490 retest. And then we have to see what happens when we get up to that. Now, there is this negative divergence here that I've been pointing out. See, we have this high, okay, high, then we have even higher high, but we have a lower high. See this negative divergence going on here. Now, we got to see how it all shakes out. But natural gas right now is in play, okay? We had a good sideways action here on natty gas here for a long time, okay, down in the less than $2 range. But now it's time, and like everything, once you start basing that, and when it breaks out of that, it builds energy, and now you're in a bullish phase here for natural gas. So always take that into consideration. You have a bullish phase, okay? So as long as we stay above that 8-day, it's sideways to up. We lose that 8-day, and we come down to 21-day and 50-day, okay? Now, green is all your red. That just shows very, very strong momentum there to the upside, which, you know, they're stating the obvious here with the OMACD, okay? Very, very good strength here. So for me, this is a two-way trade, okay? We had a nice little trade yesterday in KOLD on the short side. And now what I'm doing is I'm just waiting for it. If we can get above this 455, I'll jump in that UNG, and we'll take it long and possibly all the way to that 490. Okay, that's what I got for you. I'll be back here at midday trading. We'll take a look at Bitcoin, crude oil, and natural gas. And then we always throw a couple stocks in there, you know. We'll see what's going on here. Now, remember, hopefully we have turnaround Tuesday. Looks like the NASDAQ's up a little bit here. Let's just see how it all shakes out. Okay, trade what's in front of you. Now what you want.